While some kids dream of playing in the Super Bowl or the World Series, Noah Carver's dream was much different.
Since he was a young teenager, Noah has been admiring the young musicians from across the nation featured on NPR's From the Top program. He's been daydreaming about being on it himself. As 207's Beth McAvoy tells us, anything Noah Carver has been able to dream up, he's found a way to do.
In many ways, Noah Carver is very much a typical teenager. He loves hiking and skiing, really anything active. And everything Noah does, he seems to do well. But don't let that fool you.
What people see is the finished product, i.e., I've done a lot of work with others, oftentimes with my parents, sometimes with others, to figure out how to do it best and how to do it in a way which looks effortless, or in a way that I am able to compete or perform or do at a level of parity with my sighted peers.
We first introduced you to Noah back in 2015.
You sly little devil.
When that hard work and ingenuity helped him win his first ribbons in a horse show.
Just because I'm blind doesn't mean I'm at all different than any sighted person.
He believed those words then and continues to live by them now.
Once we found out he was blind, we just kept living.
Noah was born blind and can only see extreme light.
It is a genetic condition called Leber's congenital amaurosis. You would win the spelling bee if you knew how to spell that.
We just always found a way to adapt it so that Noah could do whatever we wanted to do.
From helping his dad out on the lobster boat, banding lobsters, to riding bikes, Noah goes after what he wants. He texts, for example, at lightning speeds. But what he wants above all else has been music.
The joke is that I was singing in the womb.
Over the years, he's learned to play percussion, piano, and the clarinet without relying on sheet music.
I don't necessarily have a greater sense of hearing or a greater sense of touch or a better memory. I simply have to pay attention. I simply have to internalize. And so when you have to do something versus, if you have the luxury of being able to look at a score and sight read it, you simply exercise them more.
But it's been his voice that has set him apart. Out of the more than 500 students who applied to be on NPR's prestigious From the Top show, which features talented musicians from across the nation, only around 100 make it. For singers, the acceptance rate is even lower. From the Top's host, Peter Dugan, says Noah blew him away.
He's such a remarkable young man. His singing is just angelic. His voice is particularly pure and clear.
For Noah, being featured on the show has been a dream come true.
I would listen to From the Top, and I would say to myself, oh, wow, these are brilliant young musicians with incredible talent and incredible skill and incredible fortitude. I wish I could do that.
Noah isn't only a featured tenor singer, he's also one of only 20 teens to win the Jack Kent Cook Young Artist Award.
There's a lot of people along the way who guide me.
Remarkable for your musician who's just now learning to read music.
Access to not only Braille music, but also Braille music education is rather difficult to come by.
I mean, every musician has to have great ears, right? But I mean, Noah is just so aware of the music that he's making, that he's producing with his own body, but also what's coming from around him. Like, whether he's performing as part of a chorus, a choir, or with a piano, he's just incredibly tuned in to his surroundings.
See.
In the fall, Noah's headed to what is considered one of the top music colleges in the nation, the Eastman School of Music. There, he'll pursue a degree in vocal performance.
I couldn't be any more proud. I would not want Noah to be any different.
His mother and father are hoping people see past Noah's blindness and get to know the tenacious person he is.
Keep on the pedal.
Life will present you with what it gives you, whatever that is. My job is to find my way to be an expressive human, to be myself, and to thrive in a sighted world as a blind person. That's it.
Wow, wise words. You can hear Noah on Maine Public Classical on Saturday at 5 p.m. or you can listen now online.
First story on Noah, Sam. I'm guessing it won't be our last.